Hello, hello, and welcome back, friends, old and new. Deis Ferrous here. Hope y'all are doing well. Continuing Warhammer Rogue Trader. We just got to the planet of Giannis and were jumped by the rebels. We took him out with actual pretty relative ease, all things considered, and we met with the governor of the world who explained the situation to us, and we are now looking into it right after we level up, because I forgot we have to do that. So let's see. Ooh. Actually obstructed enemy. Bleeding. Wow. Arms. Cohesion. Dependable ally. Can be the overseer. Bear doesn't. Eagle does not have any buffs. Finish this Cyber Eagle. Emergency protocol, probably. Ooh. Plus 5 to a few of its characteristics are actually pretty neat. What are key characteristics? Pretty sure it just would be 5 to all of these. Let's see, characteristics. Yeah, it is just all of those, so that's actually a pretty good general one. Ooh, 11 temporary wounds. Just 1 less AP. That's actually really nice. Suppression factor. Soaring. Soaring. Ooh. Stacks until the end of combat. I think I'm gonna go with... which was it? Rate of calibration? Yeah, I'm gonna go with rate of calibration, because that lets me use some more stuff. They can start buffing the eagle more specifically later. Oh, Enduring Shield already looks great. Renaissance Beacon. 1%. I would get that next, because that would be 12 attacks in for that to match. As opposed to just having that basically permanently, because Avalok gets so many temporary wounds. Affect by vanguard abilities. I don't have anything that really buffs allies. Taunting and opportunity. Plus gains plus number of temporary wound strength for 1 round. Huh. That's actually pretty nice. I don't think I'll ever need it, because Avalok just has so much upkeep on his temp wounds. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Enduring Shield. That is insane durability. Argenta. 10 rays around the have their agility reduced by 5. So agility, does that affect dodge? Yes, it does. That's really tempting. You'll hit getting plus power penetration to the end of combat stacks. That's alright. You get that later though. Or their ally. Combat. An ally kills prey. Bounty gains half the bonuses granted by hunt down the prey. That's tempting. First time since the end of their turn, they automatically dodge an attack and move once on the opposite direction from the enemy. That's not bad, but Argenta, I do a pretty good job of keeping him back. What was it that I just grabbed? I already forgot. Yeah. Whenever prey is killed, enemies get agility reduced by 5 times the prey's difficulty tier for 2 rounds, which is pretty nice. More allies and enemies with damage. That's neat. Dodging. Using a stratagem on the frontline area. Zone. It's alright. Combat tactics area. Suffer. Grand status in the combat tactics area. The grand strategy +5 in perception and agility. That's alright. It's not moved for 2 rounds. That's tempting. Stratagem allies and then you gain +1 MP. I mean, +1 MP does not. I mean, I guess it stacks, but eh. I actually really like adjusting frontline. That's pretty straightforward. I do like points of interest also. Let's grab that for both of you. You. Dodge detection game. That's alright. It's alright. Dodge reduction by 10%. Perfect opening. Ooh, perfect opening is really good. I just don't have an issue with AP with Cabela. That's not worth it. Ambush. I'm just gonna go with perfect opening because that's really solid. Alrighty. So that's a chest in there. Actually I don't. I'll deal with that later. So let's see.
Follow my lead.
Guess we're heading out.
I am registering unconventionally high efficiency for the unit Cassia Orcelia.
Here?
Relative to her limited experience.
Nope. Alright, I guess we're just walking out.
Upgrade.
Easy peasy. Got some nice levels going. Got some leads on some people we could talk to. I think we might actually have a chance of recruiting the Aldari chick to our retinue here.
Sister
Our
Argenta,
wounds also.
you are always
Our wounds
shrouded
are
in a
pretty good.
greenish
It's
grey
so funny to see
mist
that
when I see
Argenta has
you.
the lowest wounds. Like, I
Is it
understand
me
why.
that troubles you?
Because I
Or is
gave
it
her
whatever I can see behind it?
the stimulant injector. It's 9%. 3 times toughness bonus. I really could do with upgrading her toughness, but c'est la vie. Okay, see, all that stuff is pretty fine. That's just headpieces. Yeah, that's stuff that everyone's pretty maxed out on. Alright, cool.
My soul
see.
is open to the light and his faithful servants. The
Well,
rest
I'm
is
gonna
merely
walk down
fleeting
this way to the
frailties
chest,
that
because that's the
hold no
immediate point of
significance.
interest that I see. Hello? Deis Quint. Hello? The stooped man wearing a cloak of the Adeptus Administratum is reviewing information on a data slate, while his quietly whirring mechanical arms fill a long scroll with writing. Upon noticing you, the man stretches his thin lips into a smile and deferentially bows. The light in the eyes of the servo-skull, hovering over his right shoulder, gently pulsates. Your lordship, what an honor it is to address you in person. Allow me to introduce myself. Attilius Quint, Prefectus of the Officio Agricultae. I will preserve the record of our conversation forever. What do you think of Vistenza Viat? The governor is a superb leader. She possesses an excellent grasp of all matters and never uses an incorrect form for a given situation. I do not pry into her personal affairs, but if I may speak plainly, a lady who fills out paperwork with such finesse cannot be a bad person, in my view. Okay, so she is really on top of her work. This does just sort of seem to be an unfortunate event that she's tried to deal with, the whole rebellion. What do you have to say about the governor's helper, your Let? To be honest, your lordship, I find her presence most distressing. Of course, I would never gainsay the wisdom of the governor, who, if not she, can perceive the true worth of a person, even if that person is a mutant. Moreover, Urilat's particular abilities could be an interesting subject of study for the Magos Biologies. That elongated head shape, those eyes. Judging by the skull that was given to me to send onto Footfall, such developmental anomalies on Giannis are not a quirk of nature, but some kind of inheritable trait. Why do you have to send the skull to someone on Footfall? It was part of a commission for a jeweler, your lordship. One of the ladies of the court sent this trinket along with precise instructions for the artisan, who was to entrust it with precious stones. One moment. After rummaging in a nearby container, Attilius draws out a parcel, which he immediately unwraps. Here it is. I believe the finished piece was intended to be given as a gift to the governor, but under the current circumstances, I doubt I'll be able to send it to Footfall anytime soon. Pascal's mechadendrites reach towards the Attilius with interest, seeming to unnerve him a little. Adequately preserved, it is a pity that this is empty inside. It could have become a proper servo skull herald for the rogue trader. Unorthodox. A curiosity like this would look very nice on my desk. I mean, yes, of course, undoubtedly. Whatever you wish, your lordship. If that will raise your spirits after the recent incident, I received strange skull. I didn't want to quite take it, but I'm like, this is neat. Yeah, I want it to be nice. I didn't want to take it. Alright, I have the strange skull now. Remains that have been thoroughly scraped and cleaned. What are your duties here? By the grace of the God Emperor, I oversee the administrative apparatus on the planet and serve as secretary. I'm also responsible for the logistics related to supplying the planet of the Von Valancius dynasty and the timely payment of tithes to the Imperium's official collectors. Speaking of the Von Valancius dynasty, when was the last shipment sent? Oh, your lordship, our supply shipments are all in order. All foodstuffs and other items are ready for export and are simply awaiting the arrival of the transport ships. However, given the current circumstances on the planet, Giannis could not provide even one tranche more than what is already prepared. I'm certain the situation will be rectified in the near future. When did the collector ships last come to Giannis? Oh, your lordship, I must confess that as yet I have not had the pleasure of filling out a sacred tithe protocol form, as the last imperial ships to come here did so under my predecessor. Come to think of it, that would have been several decades ago. I do hope the logisticians responsible for such an unforgivable oversight lose their heads over this. That's enough. Tell me about Giannis. What happened on the planet? Alas, your lordship, rebellions have caused us too many problems in recent times. The rebels are interfering with established processes, interrupting supplies, sabotaging the serfs' work. A few nobles have even been killed, and worst of all, some of the victims occupied important administrative posts. Until their replacements pass their checks, complete all their induction forms, and go through the official appointment procedures, important paperwork is going unassigned. It is a bureaucratic catastrophe. Excuse me. If things continue in this vein, I dare not even imagine what it could lead to. There are worlds that are ravaged by war for generations. Generations, your lordship. Like that deranged planet by the nameless star. So close to our own peaceful system. The inhabitants there supposedly live under the patronage of rogue trader Winterscale. I shudder to think what he has created there. I want to know the details. Where have the rebels struck, and how? Of course, of course. I would be delighted to furnish you with all the information I have. In the last few months, 15 organized attacks and 7 terrorist attacks have been perpetrated. Irrigation equipment has been sabotaged in Agrarian Sector 3 to 5, Transport Routes 2, 7, 4, 13, and also, I suppose this will not tell you much, please. With a fussy gesture, he presses several buttons on his data screen, and a three-dimensional map with coordinates of the attacks appear on your cogitator. You cast a practiced eye over the intelligence provided to you, and instantly get a grasp on the situation. Oh, that's neat. That's what I love. Because I said yes, I'm a lieutenant in the Astra Militarum for a rogue trader. Boom! I get a little boost here. I love that kind of stuff so much. The data is superbly collated, and the map clearly displays the actions of the rebels. At first glance, there seems to be no logic to their campaign, but after analyzing the data and the features of the terrain, you notice a clear system indicating a geographical pattern to their attacks. Yeah, more so than just, oh, you rent to Rykad Minoris immediately consequences. I like actual character creation consequences so much, because it really ties you into the world a bunch. Off the top of my head, that's something Baldur's Gate was missing a little bit, I think. I don't think there were a lot of, decisions during character creation you could make that could affect things. Unless you played the Dark Urge. But, in this, there have been a few times, not super often, but there's already been a small handful of times where, because of how I made my character, the backstory picks I decided on, it's led to me getting boons or detriments. And not just, oh, I went to this planet first, or, oh, I actively made this choice during... One second. Mr. Misato, you can come in, buddy. There you go. Sorry, bud. Sorry, we got a dog, and he's got a little bit of separation anxiety. I left the door open, not enough of a crack for him. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Okay, I gotta get you off my lap. You really want to be in my lap. Okay, well, I'm just reading stuff, so you can stay here for now. But yeah, he's a good boy. We barely had him for a week, though. He's still getting used to everything, but he really likes us. Isn't that right, buddy? You can stay on my lap till I'm done reading, okay? Unless you want to get off sooner, but once I'm done reading, you gotta get off. Unless you want to get, fully on my lap? Do you want to get fully up? Do you want to get fully up? You want to get fully up? Come on. No, he's going on my bed now. He thought about it for a second, but he just hopped up on my bed. Yeah, anyways, back to this. The data is superbly collated, and the map clearly displays the actions of the rebels. At first glance, there seems to be no logic to their campaign, but after analyzing the data and features of the terrain, you notice a clear system indicating a geographical pattern to their attacks. Who is directing the rebels? Does anybody know? The rebels are well armed and well trained. What's more, the governor's advisors are inclined to think that the instigators of the rebellion are very familiar with the planet's terrain and climate. My ordnance are going through a registration records day and night, looking for individuals who have completed military training. We have so far been unable to identify the scoundrel. What are you doing to combat the rebels? Our security services are tracking those who support the rebels, and our regular wardens are wiping out those saboteurs without the slightest mercy, but they keep on appearing. My scribes have been run off their feet, keeping records of all of the public hearings and executions, so I'm confident that the governor will find a solution soon. That's enough for now. What do you know about the attack on the estate? A disgraceful incident. Simply disgraceful. I cannot believe these scoundrels would dare to come so close, to drag the nobility into this as well. If they penetrate the estate... Excuse me. If they penetrate the estate, that means they had help from some worthless servant or other. Security is currently questioning the survivors, but the culprit has not been found. Yet. Attilius Quint smiles unpleasantly. What record of our conversation? Your lordship, I painstakingly recorded every conversation with high-ranking personages, and afterwards I fill out 7 accompanying forms personally. Attilius rolls up his completed scroll in a practiced gesture, stowing it away, and pulls out a new one. Your words and judgments are in good hands. Attilius's mechanical fingers fly over the scroll as he fills in another line. And of course, what great fortune it is to see, for the very first time in all my years of service, an emissary of the novice nobilite here on Giannis. I humbly welcome the esteemed Cassia Tisifia Avriella, Lady Navigator of House Orcelio. Everything from her condescending gaze and confident bearing to her calm but commanding voice marks Cassia as the heiress of a great bloodline. Awestruck, the secretary writes down each letter of her name with particular fastidiousness. Laudable foresight. Thank you. I thank you. Moments such as the appearance of a rogue traitor must be preserved for posterity. I must take my leave. I look forward to meeting you again, your lordship. I do like that he recognized Cassia. That's cool. Okay, let's see. That's him. Let's go over to this loot, because it's currently the only really got a moment. Support chip. Oh, there it is. 3 more frag grenades. We really gotta use grenades. Herald Servo Skull. What the heck? Okay, I have that now, apparently. I have so many grenades. I really need to use more grenades. Enemies are rarely bunched up enough to warrant it. I should probably give that to Cassia. No, I still use it a good amount. But the glory and splendor of its mighty owner. Where did I get this from? Is this the alien skull that I just got? No, that's there. Where did I get this from? Okay. Yeah, okay, that's weird.
None shall stand in my way.
Okay, that's a corpse. Dried berries. Okay, we have that now. Start moving that way, I suppose? Oh, hold on. Oh, hello. Faster, faster. The sooner we smoke out this louse, the sooner we can report the clearance operation is complete. A hulking man dressed in a security uniform, marking him out as an officer of the gubernatorial wardens, is closely monitoring his subordinates as they surround the building. Sensing your approach, he whips around, his face going pale, and he offers a low bow. Your lordship, please do not stray too close to the building. One of the terrorists from today's attacks has holed himself up in there. He could be dangerous. Well, what's going on here? Ready to report, your lordship. We conducted a sweep of the area after the attack. All of the assassins were arrested or neutralized except for one. The officer scowls darkly. He sealed himself inside. He's already injured 2 wardens who tried to reach him, but there's no need to worry. We'll poison him and clear the last dregs of dirt from the estate. I only have one question, officer. Why have you not already done it? The rogue trader is here, and the longer you delay, the more you put his life needlessly at risk. The officer flinches slightly at Abelard's snarl. It is inexcusable, your lordship. The barrels of poison were only just delivered, but we're ready to begin now. Who is he? The officer's brow furrows. To tell the truth, your lordship, I'm more concerned with clearing the area right now than with his identity. We're not expecting to get any valuable intel from him, unless we find something on his corpse after we've done the job. What's so special about this building? It's one of the utility buildings. Fortunately, it was empty at the time of the attack. There are no potential hostages or innocent people inside. If you ask me, I think that this was the first place the killer came to, when he was beating his retreat. We managed to round up all the others, but this one holed himself up in there. This is not an empty utility building, but an inactive backup crypt for storing refrigerant and freezing equipment. This is obvious. Your ignorance is depressing, servant. Sorry! You're going to poison the rebel? The officer nods. We're using insecticide from our stockpiles, your lordship. We don't have any military-grade poison, but we don't need them. Not for this parasite. I want to talk to the person inside. Are you sure? It's not exactly safe, your lordship. The officer's eyes involuntarily sweep over you, sizing you up. I want to solve this problem without too much blood or fuss. The officer takes a breath. As you wish, your lordship. At the officer's signal, the other wardens take a deferential step back, clearing your path to the door. Oh yeah, there's my servo skill following me, apparently. I genuinely don't know where I got that. The most effective representatives of the local flora are assembled in the flower bed. Unfamiliar fruits are ripening on the carefully pruned plants. Hold on, before I jump in there, I do want to try to do this. Seal containers with Imperial insignia and seals of the trade ship that delivered. Oh, it's gone. Nope, there's an attempt. I don't think I passed that check. State warden, security officer. When you approach the solid-looking door, a high, boyish voice shouts out, "Piss off! You won't take me alive! Better to put a bullet in my brain than let the governor's dogs get their hands on me!" Examine the door. The door looks solid and formidable, but you notice dark marks on the hinges, a sure sign that the material is degraded. The lock doesn't look new either. With a suitable tool, it could easily be opened. I am Deis, rogue trader and sovereign of this planet. In the name of the Emperor, open this door. For a long time, nothing happens. Then the door opens with a quick click. Oh, hello? Oh, we are in. The space is small. The corners filled with inky black shadows, but you can still make out the person in the room. He is desperately gripping a discharged lasgun in his hand. The rebel looks at you in amazement. It really is you. The young man, practically a boy, falls to his knees and stretches out his bloody hands towards you. His clothes are burned on one side, and grimy with baked-in blood. Your lordship, have mercy. You're the sovereign of this planet. Only you have the power to save us. Youth is a time of recklessness. I heard that said more than once in the Schola Progenium. During my I'm not sure how I pronounce that word. Novitiate? But youth is also a time of directness. Let us listen to this young man before we judge him. Save you from what? From Governor Vyat. Everyone here knows what she's doing to us. We put up with it for a long time, hoping that somebody would intervene and help us, but nobody ever did. She's turned the whole world into a slaughterhouse. People are rounded up like groks from the settlement, supposedly to go to the palace, and they're never seen again. Her servants pour something over the field, and the people lose their minds. They start hearing voices, seeing evil spirits, and while we're dying, she's sitting behind her white walls and feasting on our bones. I was taught that peasants have a tendency to exaggerate their suffering due to sloth and weakness of spirit. But this young man, vermilion thorns pierce every centimeter of his body, and gray shackles bind his hands, feet, and neck. There are no lies in his words, only terror and desperation without end. You're telling me people are seeing evil spirits? Yes! Other than going feral and attacking their loved ones. And then there's... The boy lowers his voice. People say that in some settlements, well, they've stopped upholding the law altogether. Imperial law, and the law of basic human decency. People are turning into animals. Who is behind the rebels? He swallows nervously and looks at you with fear. Your lordship, I beg you, don't ask me that. I can't sell out my brethren. It's over for me, but the others, I won't betray them. Uh... There's no end. There will be no end to the war on this planet until I get a handle on the situation. But to do that, I need to meet with your leader. The boy hesitates for a few seconds, and then his head drops limply. As long as you keep your word. I've never been in their camp. None of us have. Only the chief saw one person from their base. He came a few times, bringing weapons and orders. He said he represented a greater force than we could imagine. And he said that the governor's dogs will pay for their reprisals in the settlements. But that's not where they're hidden. They keep their distance from ordinary folk. We have it all worked out, so that if anyone gets caught, the others aren't caught with them. But I swiped the chief's box. I thought after I killed the governor, I could use the message coordinates to find the base and hide out there. The boy retrieves a box from his pocket and holds it out to you with a shaking hand. That's everything I know, your lordship. Get up and come with me. I give you my word as a rogue trader, you will live. The rebel looks at you in bewilderment, and then bows low before you. When he speaks, his voice trembles. Your lordship, thank you for this kindness. I never thought I'd survive this. The officer of the wardens casts a disdainful look over the rebel before turning his gaze to you. Your lordship, I honor your bravery. Please, allow me to get rid of this rat for you. Um... Yeah, this man is now under my protection. See to it that he is held safely in custody until his fate is decided by a fair trial. A dumbfounded expression appears on the officer's face. With the deepest respect, your lordship. The officer thinks better of his next words and abruptly bows. It will be done. I have no idea where I got this Ferrous skull from, but you know what? I do like having it around, just because I'm not using the consumable slots that often anyway, so it's actually pretty nice. Go Pascal.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
5 bonus to carouse. That's interesting. Yoink all those. Pretty sure carouse is Abelard. I don't need a plus 15 for it though. I mean, I think at that point, it just makes carouse 100%. Don't really use pistols with anybody. Theoretically, I could give Pascal it's Lore Imperium. Next highest Imperium lore. Argenta. So honestly, yeah. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do that. So that you, on the off chance I use your pistol, you're probably the next most likely to crit. Well, actually, you're the most what are Abelard's things? You know, I don't really need that on Abelard, honestly. So, Cabela, you take that back. Abelard, yeah, you just keep holding on to that, because that 95 carouse is pretty fine, all in all. I don't really need that. Commerce and Lore Imperium. You know what, actually, give me that. I actually have pretty good Imperium. I actually technically have the highest Imperium lore. I'm not using Deadeye shot that much, so I don't need to worry about that actually. The Crows. Yeah, we'll take this off of Abelard. Give this to you. And that works. That works fairly well enough. Okay, cool.
I'll
I
lay
think we're
claim
pretty much
to
just
the
guaranteed to
stars.
pass like any carouse check with Abelard in our party now. Okay, well, that was a nice little interaction taken care of. Oh wait, those are my things. They're still just there. Zoom. Oh, we got loot up there, so let's loop around. Do. See, we got some goods, some sellables. I wonder how far back
Victory
this goes.
awaits.
Old servant, hello, sir. What are you doing back here? Hearing your footsteps, the elderly servant grabs an injector and stabs it into his arm. The area around the needle immediately starts turning black. You're too late, Vyat dogs. I'm the master of my own fate. When he gets a better look at you, the man drops the injector in astonishment and seems poised to prostrate himself on the floor before you. It's you, your lordship. The God Emperor must have brought you here. I beg you, help the rebels and save Giannis. He doubles up, hugging himself, and is racked by coughing that leaves his lips wet with blood. Forgive me, your lordship. If only I'd known it was you. My eyes deceived me. We have little time now, but I swear I'll tell you everything. Looking closely at the old man, the tech priest utters, nerve toxin. The inevitable cessation of vital functions is expected in no more than 60 seconds. Silence clicks emitted by the visor indicate an ongoing picked recording. Cabela picks up a drop of poison from the needle with her claw and carefully puts it on her tongue. She makes an approving sound. A strong toxin. We apply something similar to the lips of new initiates in the blood-spawn web. It kills minor nerves and purges one's sensitivity to pain. For this layman, though, it is a certain and violent death. Say whatever it is you want to say, and be quick about it. In the name of the Golden Throne, your lordship, show mercy on the humble workers, the salt of Giannis. Save them. Vistenza Viat, the untouchable governor and leader of the nobility, is creating something monstrous behind closed doors. She uses the Imperium's interest as a smokescreen and purports to be a scholar, but her actions are poisoning our planet. Did you know that the settlements that fail to pay their due tithes on time have all been allowed to pay with people instead? They even deliver them to order, sometimes old folk, sometimes children. He lowers his voice to a whisper and leans towards you. I've seen those people. I've seen them being delivered to the estate, and then they're never seen again. Never seen or heard from again. They go into secret rooms, and they don't come out again, your lordship. Ever. Peasants who were taken to Urak 5 to serve House Orcelio were never seen or heard from again either. They became loyal servants. Excuse me. And toiled for the good of the great dynasty. Why should they ever return to their filthy, squalid abodes? The old servant lets out a moan. The dark strain on his arm seems to creep through his veins until his arm and neck are a latticework of black. The servant's breath quickened and become irregular. What secret rooms? Hidden chambers deep within the palace. I've never been inside, thankfully. The servants who are allowed in, the ones the governor trusts, they change. She changes them, pretties them up, defiles them. You accuse the rogue traitors appointed governor of heresy? If your words are false, they themselves are tantamount to heresy. But if you say it's true, then your sacrifice will be to your credit, my good man. Argenta utters these words with an impassioned conviction. I swear, I'm not lying. Pray for me, holy sister. For me, and for Giannis. The servant shakes and coughs violently. I'm not sure I'll last long enough to answer all your questions. What else is going on in the settlement? I'll tell you exactly what I was told by the people who contacted me. These tithes, some settlements have already switched to paying with people. They say that amenable settlements get special treatment from the governor's dogs. They arrange for medicines to be supplied to the settlement and security, and then they completely isolate them. All contact between those inside the settlement and the outside world is cut off. One lad managed to get out. He's the one who told me all this. That the people are rotting alive in there. Strange growth, yellow eyes, stinking like dead bodies. The worst looking ones are rounded up and taken away. The fellow who escaped, he seemed fine. Within a couple of days of the rebels picking him up, he started seeing monsters instead of people. They had to lock him up away from the other folks. The poor sod, and then his wrists. The old man starts to convulse, indicating that he is close to death. He raises his already unseeing eyes to you. Your lordship, if you'll permit a dying man to make one last request, don't tell anyone that I was the one who unlocked the doors. If you do, they'll go after my family, my home. I will keep your secret. Please save us. Save Giannis. The servant rasps violently and collapses on his side, racked with convulsion. You see, the thing is, I never appointed this woman.
I won't tolerate weakness.
So I don't mind doubting her and listening to what the servants have to say at all. And so far, the desperation of the servant is really intense. You don't just get that. Don't get me wrong. Hello, aristocrat. Don't get me wrong. There is a chance it is just, the typical rebellion panic. But there's also a very real chance that, there is actually something going on. Go, Pascal.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
More grenades and medkits, which I'm just not using quite enough. Hello, Vinzelex. Draped in a red cloak, the Magos' body barely looks human. Wires, tubes, and metal manipulators turn him into a whimsical machine, while implants hide his face behind a sinister mask. The tech priest intermittently dictates something in Techna Lingua to the servo skull floating next to him. But at your approach, he falls silent and offers a reserved bow. Greetings, your lordship. Lex Mechanic Vinzelek. How may I serve you today? Pascal and the Lex Mechanic exchange trills of binaric greeting. The series of sounds issued by Vinzelex sounds much longer and more deferential than those of Pascal's. What do you do here on Giannis? The tech priest's mechanical voice comes from a speaker on his neck. By the order of the Adeptus Mechanicus, I have been entrusted with the management of the Adeptus Administratum in order to catalog agronomic data and analyze information about the planet during the process of subjugating it to the will of the Imperium. Be blessed, Tech Brother. Your diligence and the diligence of those like you turns anarchy into order and bestows clarification to knowledge. One of Pascal's mechadendroids lightly touches the Lex Mechanic's body. The tech priest bows respectfully in return, clearly a little startled. How many servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus are there on the planet? According to the data stored in my cogitator, all infrastructure nodes for food harvesting and processing have their own contingent of technomats. The total number amounts to 253. Correction, based on the latest data, the figure is 211 units. How are things with you and your fellows? The current situation on the planet is assessed as stable. The progress of the prospects is assessed as encouraging. Tell me about Giannis. Initializing reports. The planet's soil possesses a unique composition suitable for the re-engineering of the planet and the mass production of foodstuffs. Significant cultivation of the Eastern Hemisphere with the aim of improving production processes, and logistics operations. Traces of xeno activity that do not pose an immediate threat are ongoing operations. Undesirable pathologies of flora and fauna have been noted, which may pose a threat in the short term. What pathologies of flora and fauna? Genetic and chemical pathologies, your lordship. Harmless species mutate and become aggressive, while plants change their chemical composition and become more poisonous. This is happening more and more often. If no action is taken, the ecosystem of this world will be irreparably disrupted. The changes may be artificial. Has the possibility been considered that someone is manipulating the ecosystem to reduce our living space? Not at all, venerable Magos. Our tech comrades from the Magos Biologists, are humble workers, not warriors. They could not have come up with a thought of such a militant nature. The mind must be open to all forms of knowledge. I order you to commence a check. In the event that your account of the indolence of their minds is confirmed, I will petition for the appropriate penance. How is the governor dealing with undesirable pathologies? I have analyzed the genome of the affected species, and I am currently developing suppressor genes to make the plant's organisms resistant to pathology. But so far, I have not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration of the planets would perhaps speed up these processes, but the administrative apparatus has imposed a ban on expeditions that are not directly aimed at improving production. Traces of xeno activity. According to the data obtained during the initial survey, ruined structures of non-human origin were noted in different sectors of the planet, but I do not have the administrative capacity to study them in more detail. For now, I must defer the quest for knowledge. The Lex Mechanic speaks the last words with distinct envy, his eyes fixed on Magos Hanuman. Let's talk about something else. I'm listening. I found this on the body of a dead rebel. Can you tell me anything about these specimens? Oh, whoops. There we go. Your blessing for the examination, Magos. The Lex Mechanic waits respectfully until Pascal nods. The tech priest studies the dried berries and goes still. You hear the distinct clicks of his cerebral cogitators process this information. Creeping Creeweed, a typical plant of the Western Hemisphere. We have studied the possibility of industrial cultivation. The process was found to be inefficient due to the specific requirements of the soil, which is found in the right composition only in the archipelagos of the planet. We will speak later. As you wish. Interesting. Oh, there's your roulette. See anything up here?
It's about time.
Not up here, so. Oh, that's a pretty bird. There's your roulette. Like, okay, that's not me. That's 100% Aldari, right? An otherworldly silence reigns under the arches of the gazebo. Perhaps the sound barrier generator is mounted to the dome. Before I talk to her, I want to go and explore some of the other stuff. Ooh, hold on. What does this say? The ivy covering the archway gives off a delicate, peaty fragrance, although you do not see any flowers. Interesting. Did I just walk in on like a secret handshake? What the fuck? Oh, hello. Cutscene. Oh, it's just me and Cassia? Interesting. Look, we can get down to the water this way. Could we perhaps take a brief detour for a closer look? Yeah, sure.
Stop. There.
Forgive me for so boldly stealing you away from the others. It's just, I simply wish to spend a brief moment admiring the breathtaking nature of this planet. Reflected in Cassia's eyes, the bright blue sky looks as though it is engulfed in a blazing sunset. Within the station's walls, I could never hope to see anything like this. A sky, or a sea, or green leaves. I only knew them from the meager memories of my childhood. Perhaps my mind simply made those up. Even my books, my heart's and mind's blissful escape, could do little to help me. When a scribe grows so used to what surrounds them each and every day, they begin to take it for granted, and they never think to write just a few lines about it. But for me, to marvel at the grand canopy of the sky again is a true blessing. Um, in that case, I imagine you've never set foot in seawater before. Would you like to try? Step into the sea? Me? Cassie glances uncertainly at the playful foam licking at the sandy shore. There's nothing to fear. We should just let our feet soak a little. Intrigue, Intrigued, Cassia cocks her head to one side. Mischievous statues of yellow and lilac are fluttering in the wind like fans all around you. I've never seen you exude such colors before. How unexpected. Cassia gives a quick nod and warily stretches out her long, narrow hand. It is cold to the touch. Aww, cute. Aww, cute. What is that hand motion? Well, Cassia liked it apparently. Damn, I'm suave. Apparently. The sea, it's so wet and cold, and the tiny pebbles tickle my feet. Cassia's reserved seriousness gives way to a genuine wonder. I never thought it would be so agreeable, and a little startling. Thank you for encouraging me. Cassia catches herself, her expression changing in a flash. She gently frees her hand and awkwardly looks away. Well, here's your chance to take a small piece of this place with you. I knew that flower was going to be important. It was way too vibrant for it to not do something. Cassia gingerly accepts the flower from your hand. Its petals are like velvet, and the fragrance, it is both sweet and spicy. A fascinating specimen of the local plant life, and I do not remember seeing it in the great concordance of flora and verdure within the Coronis expanse recorded by Majos Biologist Clarissa Pratt. Cassia stops herself sheepishly. Although, I suppose I simply ought to thank you for it. This flower is very beautiful indeed. Move closer to Cassia and take in the view. Cassia relishes every breath of fresh air. Her eyes half closed, listening to the sounds of birds hidden from view by the treetops. When the tips of your fingers touch lightly, Cassia starts, but does not remove her hand. Several minutes pass in timid silence, like a mere moment, and eventually she pulls away. This place eases the soul, wouldn't you agree? I mean, I would say yes, I agree, because I most certainly do. There's actually a very lovely little, small, private little beach area. But unfortunately, I'd say it is time we were on our way. Already? Yes, of course. Cassia gives the azure expanse of the sea a parting glance and whispers quietly, I think I know what my next painting will be. Aw, that's cute. Medicae.
I see what others do not.
Chains or ropes with shackles on the ends can be seen in the water. Also, something white is also visible through the glimmer. A fragment of bone with marks made by sharp teeth. Interesting. What's in this box of goods? Ooh. It has dogmatic adherence or above. Dogmatic adherence or above. The lore Imperium will depend on fellowship instead of intelligence. And they gain plus 10 lore Imperium. Ooh, that's neat. What we'll actually do is send to commerce. Oh, it's the lore Imperium. to Lore Imperium. Plus 10 to Commerce. That is plus 10 to Commerce and Lore Imperium. I really can't afford to knock down Lore Imperium. Plus 2 Commerce and Lore Imperium. Plus 5 Fellowship. My Fellowship up to 70. I'm pretty sure Follower Adherence is rank 2. So, you know, when I get to rank 2, that'll actually be pretty solid. So I'm definitely going to hold on to that. That's actually really good. Make a couple more dogmatic choices and I'll have that. Commerce. The fountain is an expensive story for nobility. Pure water is currently bubbling from it, but additional pipes on it indicate the presence of separate siphons for sparkling wine and other beverages. Interesting. We got some loot here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Little bag. That's for Cyber Raven. I got a couple for the Cyber Raven, I think. Can I get up here?
None shall stand in my way.
The chapel is built out of luxurious materials, for the holy place it looks half abandoned. You cannot smell any burnt incense in the air. You see no seals of cleansing on the door, and you hear no prayers. No human voices or vox recordings. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, that's everything. So yeah, let's go talk to Urilet. That's the last thing we have to do, I believe. She's definitely not a mutant. She's an Aldari, right? Yeah, look, she's got like a little forehead soul crystal. The bizarre creature before you only vaguely resembles a typical human. An elongated body, slender limbs, pointed features. Every aspect of its appearance is unnatural and alien. The creature turns its head to you. Urilet Lanevis greets you, Alantak. You're not a mutant.
I have met souls like you before.
Urilet stares at you with her
You
strange
travel a
eyes,
path
with an
that
expression
offers
that
you
is remarkably
enlightenment.
difficult to interpret.
A rare
At last,
gift
she arches
among
one
the
eyebrow so
limited
subtly
kind.
you almost miss it. I have met souls like you before. You travel a path that offers you enlightenment. A rare gift among your limited kind.
My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came here to protect the Lilithon by assisting the governor against
My
her
soul
enemies.
is nothing akin to yours.
Will you
Your
hear
kind
me,
calls us
or be
Xenos,
blinded
as
to
if we were
sense
all
by
as
your
one.
precepts?
I came here to protect the Lilithane by assisting the governor against her enemies. Will you hear me, or be blinded to sense by your precepts? I mean, I wish there was something more in between these two, but to be honest, the only part I understood was that you have no desire to fight. That is one thing we have in common.
I have banished the shadow of doubt from your thoughts
Urilet
regarding
inclines
my
her head
nature.
by an infinitesimal amount.
Now you will answer
I've
my
banished
question.
the shadow of doubt from your thought
Why
regarding my
have you
nature.
sought me out?
Now you will answer my question. Why have you sought me out? So you're the governor's mysterious helper.
I am Elantark.
I am.
My
Alantak.
hand parried
My
the
hand
death
carried the
promise
death
to the
promise to the
ruler
ruler
of these people.
and
And
I
I
aided you in
aided
battle against the lost
the
ones.
lost ones.
Why are you helping the governor?
This world is in
This
distress.
world is in distress.
I wish
I
to
wish to
protect it from
unnecessary
unnecessary
suffering.
suffering.
What do you know about the rank and file rebels?
Only that they threaten the
Only
established
that they
order.
threaten to
There is much
only
risk
that they
to this
threaten the
world
established
should the
order.
ruler die.
There is much risk to this world. There is much risk to this world should the ruler die. Urilet's face is unreadable. You detect a strange tension in her voice, as though she is choosing her words carefully. Do you know who is behind the uprising on the planet?
There is a malevolence here that drives your kin down the
There is a
path of
malevolence here that
violence.
drives your kin down the path of violence. Your answers are not particularly helpful.
But you are
But you are
not
not asking for help,
Alantark.
You're merely asking questions.
You are merely asking questions.
The answers to which
The
are either
answers to which
unimportant
are either
or wreathed in
unimportant
shadows.
or wreathed in
Explore
shadow.
this place. Speak to those you
Explore
know.
this place. Speak to
Urilet
those who
hesitates
know.
and then adds more quietly. A simple task for
A
you,
simple
and an
task for
insurmountable
you,
challenge for me.
and an
My
insurmountable
appearance
challenge for me.
provokes fear and suspicion.
Since my very appearance
When
provokes
you learn
fear
anything,
and suspicion.
tell me. Perhaps then my answers
When
will
you
be
learn
helpful to your
anything,
search.
tell me. Perhaps then my answers will be helpful to your search.
How did you come to be on Giannis?
The world,
The world you call
Janus
Giannis was once
was
created
once
by the will of my
created by
kin.
the will of my
I have
kin.
far more right to be on the
I
Lilithane
have far
than any
more
of
right
you.
to be on the Lilithon than
Why
any
do you
of
call me a Lendak?
Because that
Because
is
that
what
is
you
what you are. A Lentak means
Alantark means stranger from the darkness
stars.
amidst the stars.
You descended on
You
flame-winged
descended on
machines in a dark
flame-winged
time.
machines.
When the air
In
of
a
the
dark
planet is
time,
soaked in blood
when
and
the
flame,
air of the planet is soaked
will
in
you be
blood
the one
and
to bring
pain,
peace to Lilithane?
will you be the one to bring peace to the Lilithon?
I spoke to the Magus in charge of operations on this planet. He says something's gone wrong with this world. There's spontaneous mutations, animal attacks. Maybe you have something to say about that?
The Lilithon is expressing her
The
wrath.
Lilithane is expressing her wrath.
For
Urilet pauses.
centuries, this
For
world
centuries,
has resisted
this world has
the
resisted
brutality inflicted upon it
by soulless
by
machines
soulless
and
machines
unmindful
and
creatures.
unmindful creatures.
What the machine man
What the
told
machine
you,
man
this,
told you,
that is something else, and
that
something
is
more
something
frightening.
else.
The
Something
planet is
more
fighting an
frightening.
evil that has taken root in
The
its very
planet
cradle.
is fighting an evil that has taken root in its very cradle.
The rebel that survived talked about strange experiments being conducted on the people of Giannis. It is said that people are brought to the estate and never seen again. Do you know anything about that?
I witnessed prisoners being delivered to the rear doors under cover of
I
darkness.
witnessed prisoners being
What
delivered to the
became of
rear
them,
doors
I know
under cover
not.
of darkness. But what
And
became
it
of
is
them,
not my
I know
concern
not.
what you humans do
It is
to
not
your
my
fellows.
concern what you humans do to your fellows. Urilet touches a sparkling gem on her chest, as though checking it is there.
Alantark,
everything you have told me stirs
everything you have
doubt and
told
alarm
me
in my
stirs
soul.
doubt and alarm in my
I
soul.
must take time to contemplate.
I must
Do not
take
disturb
time
me
to
further.
contemplate.
Urilet
Do
turns
not
away
disturb
from
me
you,
further.
purely burdened by her thoughts. Interesting. Okay. So let's try going back to the mansion real quick. See if we can find some of these secret passageways, I suppose. Now we are aware that there are secret passageways. You know, we can talk to the governor again, actually. Oh, my bird is just frozen
New
in the air.
challenge for me?
Oh, I paused the game. Whoops. That explains it. My entourage will accompany my meeting with the governor. Yeah, you and I are gonna have some words real quick. Greetings, your lordship. How may I be of assistance? She flinches when she notices Cabela standing at your side. A death cultist? My, how unexpected. Must someone face severe punishment in the Emperor's name? Someone always does. As for who and when, the Undying One will tell. Cabela responds with dignity, seemingly oblivious to how sinister her words sound. You neglected to mention the strange changes in the plant's flora and fauna. Majos Vinzelex is a very wise man, but his fixation on the evolutionary processes seems a little extreme to me. Janus was heavily cultivated, Forests were cleared and mountains raised across half the planet. It was no surprise that we were still noticing the consequences of those changes. God damn, raising mountains, that's impressive feat of fucking terraforming engineering. It is possible that the planet's mutations are connected to waste runoff from the harvesting equipment, and the changes in wildlife behavior could be a reaction to the expansion of the cultivated areas. Vistenza shakes her head with a laugh. Are you surprised by my knowledge of the topic? Our whole dynasty has dedicated itself to taming Giannis. This plentiful yet stubborn planet. Every member of the Vyat's bloodline is versed in the fundamentals of planetary engineering and its consequences. The tech priest mentioned ancient ruins belonging to the Xenos. I know to what you're referring. Strange structures of an unknown material. For the prevention of any unfortunate incidents, I ordered the area to be declared out of bounds for all. Some things are better off left under a thick layer of dirt, beyond the grasp of even the enlightened minds of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Rumors have reached me about oddities among Janus's population. I don't deny it. Some of our experiments exact a higher toll on the population than others. You see, recently, one of the noble families of Giannis has taken on the difficult task of enhancing the attributes of our workers. So far, it has involved introducing experimental supplements to their food and mental conditioning in monitored settlements. Sometimes procedures are disrupted and parts of the population suffer from the side effects. A specialist of the Gravaz family would be better placed to inform you on this topic. But alas, they're currently engaged in the field. You are forcing settlements to pay their tithes in human bodies? What? Really, Deis, you speak as if you actually believe the claims of those wretched peasants. I do not ask anyone to pay the tithes in human bodies. I'm reducing the burden on the settlements, which have suffered as a result of unsuccessful experiments involving enriched food. And I'm gathering the worst affected subjects, those who are no longer capable of work and for further study. Some among my circle would call such concern for the underclass a weakness which may have incited rebellion among the emboldened rabble. Cassian nods in understanding. Theobald and Felic tried to limit the effect my powers had on the lowborn servants of Urak 5. The station's laboratoriums and experiments on those who had the misfortune of losing their minds because of my gifts. These tests increase our servants' lifespan, and then they joined Felic's side. I must take my leave. Interesting. I still don't fully trust her. I want to know how I get to that loot.
Victory awaits.
Oh, lots of darkness there. Yeah, I still don't fully trust her. There's something fishy going on. It may not be that Vyat is lying per se, but someone in her inner circle might be doing some sketchy shit. Oh, hello.
I rise to
The governor's palace is opulent. The gilt finishes and plaster are updated regularly and frequently. It seems too frequently, even for a building situated on the coast. Interesting. Let's see. I don't think Yurlet wants to talk much. So let's talk to Attilis Quint. See if anything's open, because I did talk to him like immediately. Oh, right. Attilius Quint offers a friendly smile and bow. I promise not to sell that dude out. So I'm not gonna go do that. I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna do some more investigation, and if it seems like they're pretty scuffed. Okay, nothing new there. And if it seems like things are pretty scuffed on the rebel side, I'll get those dogmatic points. Yeah, okay. So I guess we will hop back to our ship and see if there's a new place to land. I like that the fucking zones are still there. That's kind of funny to me.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I live to serve your lordship. Oh, hello. Alantak! Urilet gestures for your attention. As he once sought my help, now I'm seeking yours. The time has come to dispel the shadows on our path. I have hidden the truth from you. I know a great deal about those who are disturbing the peace of the local ruler, and I also know where they are hiding. Allow me to show you the way, on the condition that you bring me to them. What an unexpected and suspicious revelation. Perhaps my mission does sound like that, but please believe one thing. What propels me now is much more important than my earlier silence. Everything you have discovered, everything you've learned from your kind, they are all traces of the same calamity. A calamity that will eclipse all the strife and wars on the face of this world. All the signs were plain to see, but I was here, and the Monkey failed to recognize the coming storm. Please, follow me, Deus. You must, if this world truly matters. What calamity are you talking about? You're still holding back information. I will reveal the truth very soon, but not here, not in the place where it seems evil has made its nest. Have patience, Alantak, and trust me. If one of the Imperium's worlds is in danger, so be it. I will follow you. Let's go, Alantak. I pray to the gods that we are not too late. Interesting. Let's tag out Argenta, I think. She is in there. Oh, it knocked Cabela out of my party. Okay. I see what... I assume she's gonna be a very similar build to Argenta, just a lot more sniper-y. So we're gonna go with this. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. I don't really want to swap out Argenta, I really like having her in the party. But at the current moment, I don't really want to swap anyone else out. Okay, so first off, Aldari long rifle, Aldari ranger armor. Let's see, I could give you the Wanderer's Portent. That's slightly better. That's only Deadeye shots though. Sure. Sure, you can take the Wanderer's Portent. We don't have any armor for you. Using grenades. Wow, you can't use any normal weapons. Only Aldari weapons. Interesting. I also don't have like basic weapons to even try out giving her. We're gonna give you that, because you can only do Deadeye shots with that thing. Chargeability doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll give you that for critical hits to range attacks. Fellowship is 30 plus 10 to commerce. Eh. Worth giving. Let's give you a plasma grenade, and forest grenade, and gas cloud grenade. Yeah, they're decently equipped. Probably would grab some of Argenta stuff if I could, but... Okay, you're an operative. So... Yeah, I now have 2 operatives. Oop, whoops. Can level you up. Why can't I make you an overseer? Executioner. Floating it to eradicate their adversaries. Time effects, melee damage. Honestly, I kind of wish I could swap you out to an executioner and make you an assassin. Dead bodies in the wake. Yeah, honestly, Bounty Hunter. I'm gonna go Bounty Hunter. That seems like the way to go here, really. Prey. Call the Bold. Yeah, claim the bounties. Piercing shot. We're gonna go do claim the bounty again, because that gives her another attack. Gruesome Gale. Because a critical hit, they gain +6 armor penetration to the end of combat. Critical hit scored by the bounty hunter or their ally. Round. Share the spoil. Hunt down prey. Withdrawal. Gonna do. No, it was heightened concentration. I think that. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Really lean into the sniper aspect here. Honestly, I'd probably change. Nah, that's fine. Oh, you are very squishy. Okay. Oh, and is that?
It's about time.
Don't need to go that far. Oh yeah, also let's. Where is she sit? Yeah, she's center. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Yeah, that's pretty fine. See, we're gonna actually walk around here. Not much. Wonder why she can't be.
Lord Captain Theodora.
Oh, you know what? She probably can't be an
landed on a
overseer
green world
because
similar to
all
this one.
the overseer campaigns
2/3
are.
of the team perished in the jaws of wild beasts, while the rest died of fever.
All the overseer campaigns are like, yes, Imperium creatures.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
So like, yeah, how could she get it? I'm gonna wait on that athletics. What's down there? Yeah, that looks. Yeah, there's a lot more stuff down there. So I'm gonna explore this way first. I see a chest down there. Hello, Cutthroat Rebel. This one looks like we're finally getting a fight this session. Hey guys.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
When was the last time you saw Cab? Damn it, we're under attack. Kill the intruders. Oh, there's a lot of guys actually. I'm sure it's fine. Stop. Lower your weapons. Hold on, brothers. I'll call for backup. I don't think that worked. You know, like, good plan. Don't think it worked out that well, though. Something us there. Abelard can just get right in the middle. Pascal can join us over here. You could probably take out those two guys. A bit too bunched up, honestly. I'll put you there, and Cabela go over here. Yeah, I think that'll just have to work. I want to check something real quick. I feel like this game has been like extra quiet lately. Found. I'm just not hearing anything. Interesting. Let's do cover efficiency. That on
I'm not
us.
accustomed to being ordered around.
Yeah, no, this. Did I like actually mute my computer or something? You know, that's weird. Hold on a second. Did I accidentally mute my computer? It's just been very quiet. One moment, real quick. Oh, wait a second. I think I know what happened. No, what the heck? Why am I not getting any sound? Let me try to restart my headset real quickly. Okay, that sound's coming through my speaker. Okay, there we go. I guess my headset just didn't properly connect. That's weird. Yeah, why could Cassie only place down the one and not all three? Unless that's Pascal's thing to be able to place down all three. No, we're not gonna do that. Voice of command to
Isn't this a
Pascal.
job for the serfs?
Take aim to Urilat. And then Pascal, take
If I
another
may.
turn, buddy. Just supercharge these guys, please. Cool, thank you, buddy. Anyone particularly bulky? You are. Just that sharpshooter bulky, so I'm gonna start analyzing him.
Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Yeah, there we go. Move the back line, actually. So we have back line. Oh, it... Weird? Why am I not able to set up... Okay, now you can. Here, we'll give that to you.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. That is foolishness.
Weird. Okay, it's fine. Pascal. Set it. I can't quite see all of them. Let's hit these guys with some nerfs. And what are the odds you can kill this guy? Very good. Cool, so last hit. Oh, almost overpenned and took that guy out. That would have been great. And analyze. That has us pretty tapped. Cool. Let's get the front line up. Here for you, Adelard. And that'll tap us. Sharpshooter's falling back. Throwing a grenade at Adelard. Fire grenade. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Oh, bye, buddy. Let's do here to here. And that just goes to 4 of them. Oh my god, my bird is so good. I can actually...
Not my specialty.
Oh, I can't see him. Never mind. That's fine. So I can actually just focus on giving people buffs instead. For once. Abelard?
Not a problem for me.
Abelard is on a corner. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. Finish that guy off. And hit your buddy, thank you. First time I actually used the bird for its intended purpose. Okay, there we go, now Abelard's fixed. We're gonna zoop you over there.
Reduced to dust. At your beck
And yell at those guys, honestly, that should do it. And you can't charge, that's fine. I'm tapped.
Out of my way.
Hi. Your mistake.
Let's get to it. Pain and
Pink on
duty
Adelard,
go
that's
hand
fine.
in hand.
Let's give you Sworn
Victory
Foe.
is imminent. I will do
Charge
my
and
duty.
bond.
Grey hair, sure hair.
Pop and dirt. Cool. We'll leave it like that. Because I want to give Urilet a chance. End her turn, at the start of her next turn, excluding extra turns, if possible, she makes an attack that cannot miss and does not count towards the enemy cyclement per turn. Interesting. Perfect spot. Ooh. Neat. Can't see him. Let's mark you. Claim the bounty.
I
Oh my
understand
God.
your intent. Another soul slips beyond the
Deleted.
veil.
Are
I am
you?
not your Xenos pet monkey.
Coverage is nerfed. Oh my God, isn't it? She's got 5 action points. Neat. Cute exploits.
If I must.
Yes, I am basically just overkilling this guy. What does this exploit do again? One second by pulling all enemies in the operative's line of sight. The operative hits target. The operative hits a target with an exploit stack. Stack deals 5 times professional more damage. 10% for each exploit on the target. Target moves all exploits from the target. Oh my God, yeah, that's right. Dodge and parry on. Okay, so exposed weakness is more so for buffing allies. While analyzing enemy. Wow. Urilat. Honey.
You cannot force me, Alarm
Too far. The weapon's range. Okay.
Fall, creatures! I'll deal
There you
death
go.
with my hands.
Just yeesh, Urilat, honey. That was rough. And I can't mark either of them, so we will do that. So next turn.
That is beneath me. Stop trying, monkey.
Oh. Makes an attack. I can't throw the attack. So I assume I can do. Okay. I'm a little confused on that, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
As honor
Oh,
ordained.
this guy's dead. Wow.
Come, the other side awaits.
And I can't quite reach him, so let me Magnum.
I shall not fail.
It's that. And yeah, we'll pop that. And end turn, I suppose. Go, Abelard.
It will be
Bonk.
done one fewer time.
Beautiful. There's still that one guy who ran out to get reinforcements, though. That's a little bit of a problem. What the heck? A crack grenade? Hunting rifle? Interesting. Some loot. Those guys. Someone else can come over here and grab these guys. That would be all the corpses. And what's this, Cabela? The pad is speckled with black tracks and scratches. Judging by the evidence of landings and takeoffs, flying machines land here on a regular basis. It could be one of the local types of shuttles. Interesting. Real quickly, can you equip any of these pistols? No. Rebel sniper rifle or a hunting rifle? Yeah, that's just a bit better. Yeah. And it looks a lot prettier too. Damage to larger enemies. Wow. You look at that, that's drippy. That is a pretty gun.
None shall stand in my way.
Okay. We still have that area down there to explore.
I have learned
The
much in
Xenorium's
my
visible
exile.
from under the green canopy look remarkably intact. It seems time and the elements have no power over this bright material. up.
Unexpected result.
Medicate. What happened to
Just
this
as
guy?
I was taught.
This poor sap was clearly mauled by a larger predator, but you don't see any signs of that the creature gorged itself on its flesh afterwards. It appears the beast did not kill this man out of hunger. Concerning.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Okay, let's see.
Victory
You
away.
replace your body with iron,
Ooh.
but greed cannot be cured with cold metal. Stop looking at my gear with such avarice, monkey.
I have no intention of taking it, only of studying the unnatural perversions to which you have subjected the gift of technology.
Interesting little back and forth there. This plant, once a harmless shrub, has now completely changed. Its outer tissue has cracked from the juices swelling in its pulp and now oozing down the leaves in murky rivulets. The mutation looks like the result of some powerful sorcery. Oh my god, yeah, look at that. That thing's got teeth. That's got teeth right there.
We should deal with this.
There's chaos taint on this planet, dude. Oh yeah, Argento, my demolitions
I
expert.
do what I must.
How's Cabela with demolitions? 55, it's alright. Okay, well, I might as well give you the Grenadier stuff, actually. There's no reason not to. I got 2 boots that are exclusively for Abelard. Let's get bonus equal to 4. Like, honestly, that is a little tempting. I just don't like the flat 4. Actually, why is it 4? 2 times Iconoclast rank. Oh. 2 times Fellowship bonus. Let me swap that on real quickly. Does that become... No, it's just shy. That's fine. Yeah, it's a radical follower. Oh, you know what? What is your convictions? You don't have any convictions. Interesting. I guess because technically she's not an This is basically this bases off of Imperium and Chaos, and she's a Xenos, so it doesn't really work. Oh, this is concerning. Charge effective exposed weakness. Automatic weapons by 50%. Ooh, that's great for Argenta. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. There's 3 of you. Oh, there's 4 of you.
Death will find you soon enough.
Huh. These creatures were once so timid, so reticent. Could the seed of evil truly taken root in them as well? Minor problem. Okay, I'm gonna move my set a bit more centralized. Abelard is gonna be right in the middle there, ready to protect me. Pascal, I think go back here and tank this guy. If you go like this, Cabela, block here, and you join us in the center thing. Go there. I think that's probably the best way to go about this. Pascal tanking that one solo should be fine. Let's do... Oh, that doesn't get Pascal, and I really want to get him in it. That's fine, it gets my whole team and one of the beasts. So popping that, definitely. Put... Actually, no. Let's do... Range attacks, we get 9% crit chance. So we'll give you that.
Approved.
We'll give Pascal himself this.
Comprehends all.
We'll give myself and Cassia that. Oh, I actually missed myself on that. That's fine. Analyze enemy. And that has... That's going to do 24 to 29 with a 90% chance. That is 28 to 34 with a 100% chance. Alright, Pascal, you're getting in melee, boy.
Forward.
Low roll, but that's fine. What is that? Bestial Rage. Creature's maximum creature. Whenever an enemy attack deals damage to this creature greater than 50% of the creature's maximum is +5 weapon skill and strength. Oh, you gotta kill these. So we gotta kill these things fast. Prime target. Oh, I see. Claw strike and fangs. Be an additional attack per turn. Oh geez. Okay, Pascal, you need to tank, buddy. Let's give Glimpse of Fate to Pascal so we
Isn't this a
can
job for the
hopefully
serfs?
tank better. I should move him over one actually. Yeah, do Stronghold Stratagem there.
Accustomed to
Buff
being
up
ordered
Pascal's armor a
around.
bit more. And do I give Pascal another turn? Okay, you know what? Actually, give
If
Abelard
I
a turn. He can do this. At
Indeed.
least get those two to. Oh, he did get all three. Awesome. And endure. Perfect. Perfect.
I'd rather not.
Oh, I'm not in range. Let me just real quickly do that. Oh yeah, because that's we're punching. Dirt. Braced effect. Yeah, we're gonna pop this just out
At
the
your
gate.
beck and call.
And Cassia, you're tapped, so you get to go. Parry. Let's go, parry. Yeah, just swarm Avalon. That works great, actually. I move there. Can I yeet over?
I am
Yeet over.
your
I can hit
blade
all three of them. I
and
think I do hit
shield.
Avalon, unfortunately. Oh, that ignores my ally. That's huge. Okay, let's do that.
The shadows will see it done.
Do that, and we'll just ship, shoop, ship. Beautiful. Okay, that actually worked really well. Oh, you're bulky. That's fine, that's fine. T-tap. The Alpha's gonna go now. Can't actually get to Abelard. So Abelard can hold a lot of this aggro. So I'm actually going
I
to
am not your
have
Xenos
you
pet
help.
monkey. I understand your intent.
You help Pascal down there. That's not quite what I meant to do. I'm down
I
Frey.
am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Deadeye shot. Ballistic skill. Yeah, we're just gonna blast you pretty
Fortune
hard.
favors
That was
the
a good
swift.
crit. That was a very good crit. Let's do. I will hit Cabela. Yeah, I can only hit 2 of them anyways. Gonna do that with Bird. Great job, Bird. So 4 action points. Bird, come over here. I can't put the bird in any way that would
Suits my
actually help.
purposes.
So dodge, or parry, still works, still very good. I'm going to Voice of Command
too
Pascal, and Pascal should be able to finish this, right? That's my boy. You know, Pascal could definitely finish this. Actually, yeah. Remove, lower its ship. Oh, it did a little bit of damage too. Interesting. Pascal should have a basically guaranteed kill. Perfect. Perfect. Place that there, debuff all the enemies, buff all our allies. Phenomenal work, Pascal. Gonna move over here and actually get into. Gonna move over here and actually get into the thing. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Avalard, let's. The Cabela, that's fine. Let's get you there, and if I scream, I can get all 3 of them? Yeah.
I've seen worse battles than
That's
this
fine.
in my time.
We're gonna taunt all of them. As much as possible, I want to keep Abelard taunting them. That's actually huge. Enemies with such an attack is blocked really counteracts the corresponding enemy. Yeah, and we're gonna. You're probably gonna come in. What does deflection do again? Range attacks. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, let's just try to take you down. Pascal, let's move you in. Let's move the front line to here.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Nice enemy on. Let's second analyze stacks on big guy. Explosive deal 7. Yeah, let's do that. Joint analysis, and then I will plasma gun and hit both of them. That worked pretty well. And let's just. I don't really want to lower any of their accuracies. That's fine. Cassia. Not quite worth it. Buff up Abelard.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Buff up.
I am a
Urlay.
navigator, not a servitor.
And Abelard go. Yeah, get some temp HP. No, actually, no, sworn
Victory
enemy.
is imminent.
Sworn enemy, you have plenty of temp HP. 36 to 46, 20 to 20. Yeah, I could kill this one.
I will do like you one fewer target.
Oh, as I say, I could kill that one if I made it my favorite enemy, but
We'll rule
I could
the
also kill it if I
stars
just
themselves.
quit as well, so you know.
Indeed.
Ball. Wonk.
It will be done. I
Wonk.
took care of this one.
Beautiful. That went surprisingly well. Okay. No loot on those guys, unfortunately. Lots of sellables, though. Oh, that's way down there. Is that the rebel that went for reinforcements? This box tower was assembled from parts clearly not intended for such a use. Among the support beams and plasteel sheets, you see arches from containers and fasteners from agri cisterns.
I
Okay.
won't tolerate weakness.
Well, we can start. Oh, hello. Guess I'll take that. Okay, let's see. Top, back, this way. Now we gotta go down.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Let's see. This is probably where a lot of stuff is actually hiding. Oh, yeah, hi.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Whoops.
Are you ready to die?
You there. Yeah, Pascal up here with you? Yes? Yes. I'll go up here with you guys. Cassia, go down here, thanks. Abelard. You're getting right in there as usual, my boy. And I'm not gonna put you next to the explosive barrel, Bella. We got some guys over there. Oh, he like aggroed like the whole camp or something. Hi, Mr. Masato. How you doing, buddy? Okay, Pascal. Ooh, yeesh. Okay, let's... Where does this guy go in initiative? He's after Abelard and Cabela. Okay, so I can actually go. No, because Pascal does need to. Okay, let's do
The officer
that.
knows all, comprehends all.
Give. No, I can't give Cassie cover efficiency. That's fine. Give us range attacks. I need to be able to see. That's mildly unfortunate. Hit your accuracy.
Approved.
And then plasma those guys with some big damage.
The only sire condemns
Huge damage. And an explosion there, apparently. Wow. They all survived surprisingly well, actually. I should have done that. It's fine. Pascal is tapped. It's fine. There we go. Cassia can get the front line. There. Give herself the back line. There. Is she? Honestly. You two can tank that. We'll give Bella
Isn't this a job
that.
for the serfs?
Give Abelard
I'm
voice
not
of command.
accustomed to being ordered around.
And we'll
Do not
blast.
dare ask me. It's not a foe.
Oh, I missed that one, because I just kind of
I
went.
will not die in dishonor.
That's fine, though. Let's mark you
If it
quickly.
serves your cause.
And claim bounty. Oh my god,
I
that's
am
huge
not your
damage. Yeah, you're
Xena.
gone.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Move there, then I have a phenomenal sniper's roost. Who needs to be shot? Let's just pick out that guy.
If I
Let's
must.
keep it simple. You. We will. Perfect
This
shot
tedium is beneath me.
for great cover efficiency. There's enemy on him. And chance to double kill.
Death with my
Not quite good
hands.
enough though.
understand your
So it's
intent.
immediately end your turn, so she has a chance to just shoot that guy at the start. Oh, hello, I did not see you there.
Martyrdom is
You're
the
a problem.
reward.
Huh. Okay. Shoot. Bird, go.
Nothing I can't do.
Almost got him. I don't know how long does poison grenades last? That's a $1 million question. Voice of command,
Not a
you're
problem
that.
for me.
Oh, you actually got a lot of temp HP. Pascal, you reposition, actually. I'll just do free damage to him, that's kind of dumb.
Advancing.
I give Pascal, no, he's just out of range. It's not really worth it. So, can I Deadeye shot this guy? I can
Nothing
try,
I can't do.
and I can succeed. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. I'm just gonna wrap up there for now. Oh, the hunting rifle only has 3 shots and then a 3 action point reload. That's the downside there.
Scared yet?
Heavily armed rebel. He has a melta. That's definitely a melta. Oh, there's a lot of rebels.
That was
Oh, this is gonna
insulting.
take a minute.
Hold on.
Time to slaughter someone.
Okay, we're gonna mark this guy. He's the problem.
Death
Gotta
comes
get
in
rid of that melter rifle. Gotta get rid of that melter rifle.
as
Raining
the
blood.
tenants demand.
We'll move over here.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Yeesh. Zoop. Slash. Slash. Did not make as much. I thought it was gonna make more blood. Base lethality. Oh, I see. Raining blood. I gotta just
The undying
tear into
Emperor
this guy.
whispers his will.
There we go. There's some blood.
Death is a blessing.
That's fine.
Come,
That's fine.
The other
That's
side
perfect.
awaits.
Can hopefully take out this guy. Yeah, we should be able to. Perfect, perfect. We will save that. Okay, Abelard. Well,
My
charge
place is
this
at the
guy.
front.
Charge.
Victory is
Draw some
imminent.
aggro. Yeah, we're just gonna go very defensive. That's a combat servitor. That's a bulky combat servitor too. Oh geez, there's a lot of guys. Let's go, Pascal. Let's move you there. We'll swing on this guy just to finish him off. Bab.
Successfully
Let's
terminated.
move the front line up. There you go. Bulk up Abelard. Analyze enemy. Can I see that combat servitor? I can. I want to start getting stacks on him. Can I do Banish Machine Spirit? No, it's too far away. Yeah, 10 cell radius. That's fine, that's fine.
running binaric
start hitting some
override.
debuffs. And that works pretty good. Cassia, let's give take aim to Yurlet.
If I may.
Defend Abelard a bit more because he's in there. And you know what? Let's
Isn't this
give
a job
Abelard
for the
another
serfs?
turn so we can move. Oh wait, whoops.
Indeed.
That's not where I clicked. Okay. That's fine. He does need to get past Abelard if he wants to hit Yurlet though. Bonk. And we'll save that for now. You're in a good spot. Okay.
Will be swift.
Cool. Great job, Yurlet. Can't analyze him. Analyze
It
this
serves your
guy.
cause.
That. Usual damage. You're thinking about claim the bounty.
I am not your sleep.
Ding.
Lives beyond the veil.
Kill an enemy with 100 damage dealt by one attack. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, let's go for... I don't think I can hit him. No. Fortunate. That's not what I meant to do. Can hit him with a pretty good chance to hit. That's just...
If I must.
precise attack. You have enough temporary wounds to just
I
tank through
understand.
whatever you need. Just tank through the poison. We'll stay there and yeah, I guess that guy. I'm going to. First, I need to seed up the bird. Ooh, here can I see this guy? Oh, that guy's. Cabela might just need to deal with him. Let's. Voice of. No, you already have voice command, right? Go, Cabela. You take out that guy all the way over there. Kindly. Oh, I forgot that I had that clicked. That's fine, though.
I
Hey,
bring
buddy.
mercy and retribution. Trust me,
Pop that, because it's free.
I shall
Hey,
not
buddy.
fail.
Cool, good to know. Why did I not slash?
As honor ordains,
There we go.
the shadows will fly. Blade whispers your
Chip.
name. Death is a
Finish
blessing.
him off. So it's moving me back. Then, oh, I'm out of movement points.
As
And
honor
we'll go
ordains.
sneaky. I should have waited for that, actually. That's fine. I still have my full turn, so... Bird.
All too easy.
Phenomenal work, Bird. I love Anzu. Let's see, can Anzu... cannot really target anyone else. I'm pretty sure it's just these three back here. So...
Absolutely
target's too
not.
far. Of course she is. Beans. I move myself now.
Never
Move,
wavered in the face of
Cassia.
adversity.
you over here.
Step aside.
I think this will
The
get me in
navigator
position.
is coming.
I could be very well be wrong.
Suits my purpose.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, what do you mean I can't use that to give someone else a turn? That's silly. That's fine.
If only that
Oh,
were
no line of
possible.
sight. Oh, beans.
I'm
Here
not
comes the bait.
accustomed to being ordered around.
Go, Pascal.
I am a navigator,
Take all the buffs.
not a servitor.
There we go. Arguably a better use of my turn. To let the other support do a lot more supporting. Hmm.
I will leave
Yeet over
footprints of
here.
scarlet.
Double kill. Assassinate on
Trust me.
you. Okay, it's just the combat servitor now.
As honor
Rain
ordains,
blood. Yeah, no real point in me moving.
I shall not fail.
And that will be you tapped.
Tried and tested tactics are the best
Move
ones.
there.
At your beck
There.
and call. I'm
So
not
I get too
interested.
far.
I will do
Up
my
that.
duty.
I doubt it'll really come in handy, but we'll pop brace just in case, and I actually could charge in. Get a little bit closer, but you know what? We're gonna let him come to us. It's better to be the opening volley than to it's better to deal the opening volley than to receive the opening volley.
Comprehends all.
Move Pascal there. That should do no damage because it's still out of range.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Expose weakness. Oh, he just took a lot of damage. Wait, what? All exploits from the target. Do like dodge, parry, and armor by 50%. Body weak soul. Fucking neat. Never realized that. Yeah, we'll joint analysis. And can I actually shoot him? I can.
The scriptural
Overcharge that.
combat is an equation.
Decent damage.
Your
That's
life
good, that's
is
good.
a negligible variable.
Let's move the front line over onto you guys. And that'll be Pascal 10. Actually, he has the blitz stratagem, right? Yeah, we'll pop the blitz stratagem.
Running binary code right.
Cassia will move in. Voice the command. I cannot voice the command Abelard. From the fate
I have
Abelard, I
read
suppose.
tomes of military tactics.
Go, Abelard.
If you insist, Lord
I just
Captain.
realized Abelard does not quite have the movement.
Victory is imminent.
Shoot. Minor misplay.
At your beck and call.
That's fine. Get in there, buddy. Oh, yeah, right. That's fine. Voice command. Wow, okay, no one, apparently. Aim on
If
Cabela,
I
sure.
may.
See you tapped.
An unworthy soul.
You can
I am
analyze
not
him.
your Xenos monkey.
Do. Efficiency. Fine. So I'm just gonna claim the bounty.
Tedium has been
Then Deadeye shot.
Ancestors guide me.
Yeah, that's you tapped. Hey, can you do that again? No. Yeah, I have a load. Yeah, I have a load. Oh. Hey, bird.
Let's see how they respond to this.
Almost. I don't think Anto has been hit once. Oh, hello. Hello? Can we not do this?
I strike without
Oh,
fear
fucking
or
jelly beans.
hesitation.
Okay.
When war calls, I answer.
Okay, so they're not cool with us. Good to know. Good, how do I even get up there? There's a ladder there. That's the only way up. Okay, well, Abelard, you're there. Pascal, join me here, I suppose. Cassia, here. Kibella. It's gonna need you two to start freaking zooming, apparently. Why is Cassia there? Whoa, wait, hold on, I clicked there. Why is she there? Okay. Aldari Guardian, Aldari Guardian. We're going to cover efficiency here.
Running binaric override.
Range damage for
My vow
you.
is to serve.
And just throw the front line on you. And then,
The undesired
guess
not
analyze you
comprehends
again.
all.
Let's take a pot shot.
I'll return this favor tenfold.
Dogs, y'all started this. Yeesh, okay. Yeah, blitz stratagem there. That'll do you guys. Cassia, please get into the cover that I wanted you to be in. Gonna buff up us. So we're grouped up right here. Take aim.
Me?
Your leg.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Your leg.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I understand your intent.
T
I
and
am
kill
not
shot.
your ideal death
Perfect.
with my hands.
And you next. Y'all wanted to start shit, y'all are getting shit. Oh, you're coming down. Perfect. Oh, you're going for Cabela. Perfect. Analyze
If
enemy.
it serves your cause.
Don't
Another soul slips
crit.
beyond the veil.
Urile's usually dispassionate face is contorted in a grimace of pain and rage. Your elucidator activates when she begins speaking in her own language. An incredibly rare translation device that allows the user to understand and speak most dialects of Low Gothic and some Xenos languages. I swear on Cain's living heart, Murderane, you will pay for your treachery. May Morai Heg sunder your face and cast it away. May the blood of Eldanesh flood your throat. Well, well, who knew a tempest was raging beneath that unruffled surface? Yurile closes her eyes and sucks in a breath through her teeth, and quickly murmurs something. When she opens her eyes, her face is once again a mask of cool serenity. She looks at you and begins to speak, this time in Low Gothic. Please excuse me, Alantak. I allowed the turmoil in my soul to win out over my reason. A slip like that could cost me more than you can even imagine. My very soul. I must be more careful, even in the face of treachery. Who is Muran? What treachery are you talking about? Muran is the one responsible for the rebellions against the ruler of Giannis. But allow me to tell you everything from the beginning. Could we, do this next time? We're already 10 minutes over, because this is a long fight. We call ourselves the Children of Asurian. Aldari is another name of ours. We are the echoes of the great empire that once ruled the galaxy and created new worlds. The planet that you call Giannis is one such maiden world, the Lilithain, a haven that our ancestors made for their kin. For many millennia, only the shadows of our predecessors lived among the ruins, until you humans came here. We are the heirs, and we are entirely within our rights to call the maiden world our own. However, our arrival is a tragedy, not a homecoming. Sorrow seeps into Yurlet's voice. We belonged to the craft world, Krudarak, which fell on the border of the star region. Only the providence of this merciful god allowed us to escape the fate that befell those whose souls perished amidst the stardust along with our abode. Destroying an Aldari craft world is a serious achievement. I'd like to shake the hand of whoever did it. Avalard. Time and place, buddy. His green visor flashes with interest. Pascal carefully clarifies. Which border exactly? You do not need to know that, Iron Monkey. I am aware of your looting practices. After the calamity, the Lelathan offered my kin a sanctuary, a place of respite in the ruins of our ancestors, under the canopy of the forest created by the wisdom of our world singers, living alongside your kind who reap the fruits of our labor with such vulgarity. Why did your own kind attack you? I know not the answer to that question. Urilet lowers her head. Many cycles have passed since I departed these forests of my kin. They cannot have forgotten me, can they? How are your kin connected to the uprising on the planet? The Aetheryani do not enter battle they cannot win. Well, I mean, they just did. A branch of the Aldari race that inhabits planetoid-sized vessels known as craft worlds. Huh. I always just heard they were called craft world Aldari. However, it is in our power to direct the currents so that the elements themselves wash obstacles and enemies from our path. And so it was this case. Murdan, the Farseer from Krudarak, saw a future without the Monkey, and we followed his lead. We simply used the Monkey's passions against them, the love of freedom and anarchy, the love of domination and violence. Stoking enmity between servants and rulers is easier when your targets are covered by emotion rather than reason. My kin became military advisors to the Monkey who rose up against the ruler of this world. I had a different mission, to become Vistanza's handler, since the rebels would be unable to get to her until both sides were sufficiently weakened. The ruler of the humans had never seen a child of Asurion before, so that she just accepted the lie about a degenerate branch of Monkey dwelling far from their own kind. Why are you telling me all this? What brought on this candor? Alantak, your arrival has thrown my paths into disarray, and lifted the veil on the truth that had been hidden from me. While I was shadowing the humans' ruler, I failed to see the signs that there was another threat looming over the Lathan besides the Monkey's deeds. The threat that should be familiar to you. It is as it is to other intelligent species of the galaxy. We call it Salantresh, she who thirsts, goddess of chaos, Slanesh. Salantresh and she who thirsts are the names the Aldari gave to the chaos god Slanesh, their ultimate enemy. Slanesh is the god of passion, excess, and forbidden pleasures, and is known for his fickle and treacherous natures. Yeah, I was about to say, I thought Slanesh was a girl, then see, oh, she used thirst. Oh, you know what, considering everything about Slanesh, the fact that you can swap, like, pronouns for him makes a lot of sense. The Monkey are weak in spirit. They are susceptible to the propositions of she who thirsts, and in their drive to attain her poisoned gifts, they perform perverse rituals in her name. Rituals that require sacrifices, like the Monkey who were brought to the palace and never seen again. Honestly, I was fully expecting the Chaos God influence to be Nurgle, not Slanesh. So, I was half right. The Lelathan world spirit senses the threat, and resists as much as it is able. Living things that inhabit this world are becoming its weapons, weapons turned against the Monkey. Poisonous plants, rabid beasts. These are all like a blade in the Lelathan's hands as she fights the coming of Silanthrash. The signs that have been revealed to me, they all indicate the presence of corruption on this world. Tendrils of corruption may be threading through the spirit world, poisoning it even as we speak. But for corruption to take hold of the planet so quickly requires effort. Effort directed by the will of another. Urilet pauses. I believe Vistenza Viat is in thrall to the will of Silanthrash. What? Vistenza Viat, the governor who has duly served the dynasty and the Imperium for decades? Deis, I hope you will not stand for such scurrilous slander aimed at one of your finest servants. As lamentable as it may be, the Imperium's history knows many cases where even the most steadfast followers of the Creed would turn away from his light. Governor Viat had to tap into many fonts of knowledge to turn Giannis into a prosperous agri-world. Perhaps one of those fonts became her undoing. Maybe Vicenza is tainted from consorting with the archenemy. We'll have to find out for ourselves. Perhaps the signs I uncovered have failed to convince you. I pray to the gods that other proof, something more comprehensible to you, will emerge to sway your opinion. Silandrash is deceitful and cunning. She subtly penetrates the soul, offering false perfection, luring victims into her web with promises of a wicked ideal. The ruler of the Monkey perhaps does not even know that her soul has been corrupted. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Slanesh works subtly. So it might not even be Viat. It could be someone else in her inner circle or something that's using their position and like trying to angle it at Viat or something. I don't doubt that there's Chaos. I don't doubt that there's Slanesh. Well, I might doubt that it's specifically Slanesh. It could be another Chaos guy, but that's beside the point. But I do believe that we do need to look into it and get hard evidence that it is 100% the governor of the world, because that is a big deal. Why would a handful of Xenos go to war against the whole planet? You can't kill everyone. You struggle to understand the children of Asurian, and I do not blame you for that. We are too different. Urilet says nothing for a few moments, choosing her words. Monkey walked blindly into the future. We choose the path, guided by our farseers. Drudarak was the birthplace of the powerful watchers of things to come. Our leaders were selected from among their ranks, and their word was set in stone, unshakable like the universe itself. Moraine, our leader here, is one of that group. The children of Arthurian are subject to his will, and he is subject to the will of his visions. Moraran, Muradan, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. Muran saw the Lathan in a vision, suffering and crying out to be cleansed, and we did everything we could to rid the maiden world of the Monkey. Our lives, our desires, all that is dust compared to the light of the path Muran has chosen for us. At least, that is what my kin believe. I used to believe it too, until recently. If we want to meet with the leaders of the uprising, we better keep moving. Alright, well, let's loot real quickly. Alderi Ranger Armor. Alderi Chainsword. Yeah, that's a melt-a-gun. That's a melt-a-gun for sure. Like all those. It's gonna be a lot of bodies to loot. Loot that. Someone go over and loot that guy. Yoink. Oh, his corpse is down there. Shuriken catapult. Interesting. Okay.
A new challenge for me? Something of
Loot
interest.
here. Once again, I will give it a moment. I will save here and level up next time because we're already 20 minutes over my usual stopping time. The floor of the bunker is littered with sleeping bags, backpacks, and the rebels' meager belongings. Clothes smeared with blood, primitive data slates, half-eaten Nutribars. Okay, so we got that way to go, we got that way to go. And that is... Oh, we got loot over there. And loot up there. Ah, jelly beans. And that's now everything.
It's about time.
Okay. So we're going to group up, and I'm going to save here. Thank you all very much for coming around and hanging out. I do greatly appreciate it. If you're over on Kick, a follow would be greatly appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, I do upload all my streams there, so if you missed anything, you can catch the full thing over there. Like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want to come out and hang out for a stream, that would be awesome. You are more than welcome. Feel free to come on over to Kick. I do my best to stream same time every weekday. But other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their days, and peace out, homies.